In any MTSS structure, it is important to collect and analyze data. This includes getting feedback from your students, staff, and families on your school climate. Positive school climate has been linked to improved self-esteem, decreased absenteeism, reduced behavioral problems, and increased school completion. In today's pop-up practice, we will show you how to utilize the school climate survey to gather perception information on your programming. The School Climate Survey is a tool to collect information on the culture and climate of your program based on feedback from your students, staff, and families. It is a free resource that can be found on pbis.org and in the description below. Teams can use the information for planning purposes based on the perceptions of the stakeholders. The survey is brief, reliable, and valid. In order to utilize, you will first want to familiarize yourself with the survey, available in both English and Spanish. Begin by reviewing the purpose and objectives of the School Climate Survey. Understand the areas that it covers, including school safety, student behavior, and staff engagement. Next, determine the survey format. If you are part of the PBIS network, you have access to the electronic form. If not, you can administer the paper-based survey. Identify your target audience. Decide who should participate in the survey based on who you want feedback from. It can be administered to students, staff, and families. The survey contains a set of demographic questions about the participants and can be administered to all stakeholders or just one subset. For example, you could administer to just families. Likert scale responses are used, and each survey takes approximately 10 to 20 minutes. There are separate survey questions for students, staff, and families. Now you are ready to administer the survey. Determine the timeline and the method for distribution. Communicate the purpose and importance of the survey to the participants. Ensure confidentiality and anonymity to encourage honest responses. There are directions for administering the surveys, including scripts to read to the students prior to administering. There are also letters to parents and families explaining the purpose of the survey. Surveys can be printed out, or if you are currently a part of the PBIS network, you can enter the information into PBIS apps. It is important that stakeholders know the survey is anonymous. The student survey can be administered in grades 3 through 12. There are two versions of the student survey, the extended version and the brief version. The extended version is recommended to give once a year, and the brief version can be utilized throughout the year for progress monitoring. This chart shows the available surveys and how many items are on each. Once you collect all the surveys, you will compile the data for analysis. For example, if you find that student responses are low for positive behavior recognition, you can action plan with your team regarding student acknowledgments. Again, if you are in the network, this data will be pre-populated for you. Otherwise, use software, spreadsheets, or other methods to organize the data to look for trends and identify patterns to assess the overall school climate. Interpret the survey data by analyzing the key themes and trends to identify areas for improvement in your program. This analysis can guide your action planning and interventions. For example, if the survey indicates that many students feel they do not have an adult with whom they can connect, strategies can be implemented to ensure that all students are comfortable with identifying an adult mentor that they can go to for support. Share the survey results with relevant stakeholders, such as program administrators, teachers, other staff, and families. Present the findings in a clear and accessible manner, highlighting both positive aspects and areas that need improvement. For example, feature the top 3 highlights or strengths and the top 3 areas of need. Collaborate to integrate the areas of need into your new or current MTSS Positive Behavior Action Plan. Ensure that action items and timelines are included. For example, if the family survey indicates that staff does not communicate with families, the MTSS team can meet and implement a communication structure that could include weekly progress reports, updates to the websites, mobile apps or social media, online portals, and virtual meetings. Now you are ready to implement your evidence-based strategies to improve your school climate and perceptions. Keep in mind that we are in a constant cycle of planning, implementing, and evaluating. Monitor the progress and make adjustments as needed. The School Climate Survey is a free resource that can provide valuable information about your program structures. For more information on the School Climate Survey or joining the network, go to pbis.org. Thank you for joining us for Pop-Up Practices, where practice makes progress.